What if Christianity is about a guy who did all the work necessary to make sure you were saved and didn't need to worry about death? Is that what you've been taught Christianity is? Hi, my name is Ted Rosenblatt, and I'm here with my father, Dr. Rod Rosenblatt. Dad, I think that this Christianity shtick has gotten a bad rap. Having found, and learned about the gospel, it seems like that's fairly rare. Can you have Christianity without the gospel? That might have been a better question.
Yeah, no, you can't. Tragically, in America at least, there aren't a lot of Protestants who are preaching the gospel accurately and well, not even us. I'm happy for any approximation, even if the glass is half full, I'm happy for that. The announcement that the death and the resurrection of one Jewish guy way back when has cleared the decks of sin for individuals is not commonly preached. But the basic claim is that. Probably the one most often quoted, and I'm delighted that it is his last words, that it's finished. That's hard for churches to swallow. It's done now.
Done now. Done then now?
Uh-huh.
This is where we have fun. Done then now or now?
Both.
Okay. So if what effect does it have then if you've got a number of churches, right, across all denominations who where this it is finished idea is uncomfortable to the point that it gets in the way of somebody preaching the gospel, so that there are people who are attending who just simply aren't hearing this message at all, right? And what they're getting isn't necessarily this gospel.
If it's marching orders, it isn't the gospel. The gospel doesn't include marching orders. That's the law. If the gospel is being preached, there aren't marching orders for justification before God, a holy God. Justification and the preaching of it is really the announcement that all of that is finished for you. Everything necessary to get you into heaven was done one afternoon 2,000 years ago. Everything.
So one of the things I get out of this is in multiple conversations I've had is that it seems like it's fairly uncomfortable to make a simple statement like, well, then what you're doing isn't Christian, right? Because the core of what is to be delivered, which is Christ and his gospel, his death and his resurrection.
Yep.
Like you say, a crucified and risen Christ for your sins every week, right?
Yep.
This is the core of what Christianity is, and everything extends outward from this good news, correct?
Everything.
So when the core is missing, can we then say this is Christian? And it seems to be that to ask that question and to answer bluntly yes or no is even more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Let's avoid that. Let's not necessarily call that what it is, because that.
Yeah, because you can see many things that almost all churches are doing that are admirable and noble.
Sure.
It's almost a given. But if there's no presence regularly of the announcement of justification, the announcement your sin is forgiven, all those noble things aren't going to get anybody in. They're called the fulfillment of the law. But what if the death of one man on one cross, one particular afternoon, and then his resurrection 3 days later acquits the earth, including you? And that's really the Christian claim. His death acquits you.
And I've gone to this before. That seems so simple. We love this. It seems too easy. It seems, and I think this is the pitfall that we go into.
Hang your intuition.
That's the next natural step in that uncomfortability, I think, seems to be that's a good start.
Yes.
As though it is finished was, Lord, I started the thing.
Yes.
Let them finish it. That's the way it comes across from the church too often.
For many people, that's really what they've heard. I don't know what
Is that a Christian message?
No.
Okay. And that's,
No.
I think, I suspect that this is going to be helpful for a lot of people to understand what Christianity is and is not. When I'm out and around talking to people who may or may not believe, it is very clear very quickly by their attitude, even their body language, what they have been sold about Christianity and by Christians, and it just seems like another pyramid scheme. I think it's another. It's like any other worldly religion where you've got to get busy,
Sure,
fixing it. Jesus started this thing. You get busy now.
Yep, and it's totally understandable how, if we verbalize the message of the gospel simply and well, many times what we're going to get back is, "Oh, I've never heard anything like that. That's goofy." You will. People will say that back to us. I'm a churchgoer. That just sounds goofy.
Or the next logical step, and this has been a measure for mine, is, so you're saying I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, of course.
But that's the freedom of the gospel. That's not exactly accurate, but when someone's coming from the law of the world, that seems to be the automatic reaction.
Sure.
It seems so free that that's the automatic given.
Yep.
Okay, so I can just do whatever I want.
Yeah.
There's more to it than that. But it's a great...
But you're not going to add anything to what he did that day and that 3 days later.
Not in order that you be saved.
Yep.
Welcome to what we're delivering here. And I hope you get to come back to 1517.org and get more. And I hope you enjoy this and follow us. This is Talks with Dad Rod. And this has been edifying for you, I hope. And we will talk to you soon. Thank you for joining us on Talks with Dad Rod, part of the 1517 Podcast Network. This podcast and all 1517's content is made possible through financial support by listeners just like you. Please visit 1517.org for more, and please consider clicking on the donate button and making a recurring or one-time contribution to help us share this good news in a world which so desperately needs it.